Welcome back, everyone, to Read Along with Robyn. Today we are going to read our last story for the summer. So it is March 25th today, and we aren't going to do another video until September, just because the weather is so beautiful and we want to encourage you to play outside, okay? For today's book, we have the New Kid Rule Book. This is by Sydney Jeffrey. Now, one thing I just wanted to mention about this book before we get started, the author of this book is only 14 years old. She wrote it and it is amazing. I'm so excited to share it with you. If you want to pick up your own copy, make sure you check out the link in the bio and support local. Let's get started.
In the Bronx, New York, there's a girl named Juliet Reinhardt. Juliet has been going to Liberty Middle School for 5 months. She thinks this is the best school she's been to out of the other 4 middle schools. Juliet is very well known in the school because she is a great lacrosse player.
Alrighty, first things first, we're going to do a lacrosse pose just like Juliet. So we're going to reach one leg forward and have one leg pointing out to the side, okay? I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. One leg forward and one leg pointing out to the side, okay? So this foot will be pointing this way and this foot will be pointing this way. Okay, nice. Now our front knee is going to give a nice little bend. We're going to open up our arms, grabbing our lacrosse stick. Nice job. And then we're going to switch. So we're going to bring our hands down. We're going to turn these toes toward the front and these toes toward the side. Nice, bend your knee, open up your arms, grabbing your lacrosse stick. Nice work.
Juliet hasn't been at Liberty Middle School that long because her and her father move a lot. Juliet moves frequently because over time, her dad can't afford the neighborhood anymore. Her dad can't afford most places because of the gentrification which occurs in lots of neighborhoods throughout the country.
Now, Juliet moves a lot, so we're going to see if we can pack a suitcase just like she does the many times that she moves around. So we're going to reach our toes out in front of us just like this. This is going to be the bottom part of our suitcase, okay? Now, I want you to grab some stuff for your suitcase. You can reach over here, put it in, make sure it's folded. Nice, reach over here, grab something, put it in, make sure it's folded. Nice, maybe there's something on the very top shelf you need to grab, and put it in, and make sure it's folded. Nice job. Once you've grabbed everything you need to move, we're gonna put the top part of our suitcase up nice and high, and we're gonna zip it up. We're gonna go zip, bringing our fingers down to our toes. Nice work. If you forgot something, just unzip, zip, and put something in and make sure it's folded, and then you can pop your zipper back on again. Nice job.
Juliet comes home after a long, hard working day at school. She sees her dad sitting in his office with a disappointed look on his face. I just found out that we're going to have to move again in the next week, her dad says. Why do we have to move? She whines. We can't afford to stay here anymore, her dad exclaims. The rent is going up, so we have to leave.
Now, Juliet just got home from school and she got some bad news. She has to move again. Juliet is very sad in this part, so we are going to make ourselves cry, just like Juliet, okay? So we're gonna reach our hands up nice and high. We're gonna take a big smell and we're gonna cry down to our toes. Try one more time, reach your hands up and cry. Super.
Juliet is really sad about having to move again. However, since she has moved so many times, she is a pro and knows how to go about moving. She starts packing the next day to prepare.
Alrighty, friends, time to box everything up in her room. So we're gonna make a box with our bodies. So we're gonna bring our toes out in front and our hands are gonna go behind us. So our toes, our bum, and our hands are on the ground. Okay, now when I count to 3, we're gonna lift our bum up to make a box shape with our bodies, okay? 1, 2, 3, lift your bum up and make a box shape. and fill it with all of your toys. Nice work, you guys.
Juliet is at her new school, Cosmos Middle School, to start her first day. She's already at her desk along with everyone else when the teacher comes in. The teacher tells Juliet to introduce herself. "Hi, my name is Juliet Reinhardt," she says, nervously, "and I'm from New York." "Hi, Juliet," the class says in unison. Juliet then sits down timidly.
Alrighty, Juliet has to find her seat in the classroom. So we're gonna find our seat by bringing our feet together a little bit closer. We're gonna bend our knees sitting down in our chair. And then if you have a question, raise your hand. And if you have another question, raise your other hand. Great job, my friends.
Juliet is so nervous that she doesn't even hear the lecture. This happens every time she moves to a new school. Juliet then pulls out her new kid rulebook. She created this rulebook after her third school, and she follows the 3 rules in it. Those 3 things are: number 1, make new friends; number 2, maintain self-care; and number 3, spend quality time with family.
Now Juliet has a handy dandy notebook where she keeps her 3 rules. So we're gonna make our notebook as well. We're gonna bring our toes together, knees nice and wide. And I want you to grab your pen and pretend you're right in your notebook. Bring your head down towards your toes. Right. All of your rules for being a new kid. Let's try it one more time. Right. Good work.
The first thing Juliet has to do is make new friends. After class, Juliet sees a girl with a lacrosse stick and asks her about the team. "Hey, I'm Juliet. I was wondering if you were on the lacrosse team for the school," Juliet asks. "Yes, I'm on the team. What do you need help with?" Grace responds. "I was wondering if I could be on the team," Juliet inquires. "Actually, Coach is holding tryouts for people that want to join the team this afternoon," she says. "Okay, I'll be there." They smile at each other, wave, and then leave.
Alrighty, now the first thing she needs to do is make friends. So if you don't have a partner, you can try just this on your own, just like I'm doing it. But if you do, you can do it with a partner. Alright, so if you have a partner, you're gonna stand back to back. So the back part of your body is gonna touch your partner's back. Nice work. We're gonna spread our legs nice and wide. Good job, and we're gonna say hello to our friends. We're gonna come all the way down and wave at our friends between our legs. Nice. If you don't have a friend or a partner to practice with, you can just do it on your own, pretending there's someone to wave to. Good work.
Juliet is in the locker room preparing for tryouts. She sees Grace, and they wish each other the best luck for tryouts, and begin to have a little conversation while walking out of the locker room. "How long have you been playing for?" Grace asks. "I've been playing for 3 years," Juliet says. "Wow, well, good luck," she says. "Good luck to you too," Juliet responds. They close the door and run out to the field.
Alrighty, let's say hi to Grace together. Reach one foot forward. Nice job. Reach up your hands nice and high and say, "Hi, Grace." Nice. Now let's say hi to everyone else on the team. We're gonna bring this leg back. And this leg forward. Reach up your hands and say, "Hi, team." Nice.
During tryouts, Coach spots Juliet because of how good of a player she is. She blows her whistle and cues them to stop what they were doing. "Hey, you," Coach gestures for Juliet to come to her. "What's your name?" "Juliet Reinhardt," she answers. "Juliet," Coach stalls a bit before saying the rest of her sentence. "You're a really good player." "Thank you, Coach," she says excitedly.
What a super compliment from the coach. Let's give ourselves a big high five. Spread your legs really nice and wide. Open up your arms as wide as you can go and give yourself a big high five on the top of your head. High five. Nice work. One more time. Big high five. Super.
When Juliet comes home, she opens her book and scratches off number 1, make new friends. She smiles as she crosses it off because she's off to a good start. Now that she has finished the first thing on her list, she goes to the next rule.
Alrighty, friends, let's put out our notebook again and cross that off the list. We've made some friends already. Bring your toes together, knees nice and wide, and come down and cross it off your list. Scratch it out. Scratch, 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 scratch. Super.
The next rule is maintain self-care. Maintaining self-care means that Juliet will do things that make her feel content with life. Juliet usually does this by listening to music, practicing new lacrosse skills, and meditating. Moving around a lot can take a toll on Juliet, so she tries to take care of herself as much as possible.
Alrighty, now the next thing on her list is to take time for self-care. And one of the ways that we can show ourselves some self-care is by meditating, just like she did in the book. So we're gonna try that. We're just gonna close our eyes nice and tight, and we're gonna take 3 big breaths. Let's try it. That's 1. That's 2. 1 more. And that's 3. Nice work, everybody.
Juliet goes outside to get fresh air to meditate. She also brings her lacrosse stick outside so she can practice a little, and a speaker whenever she feels stressed out. Juliet dances and hums to the sound of the song playing on her speaker. While she listens to her music, she throws the ball against the wall and catches it with her stick.
Alrighty, now another great way to show yourself some self-care is by doing things that you love. And in the book, Juliet loves to dance. So we're gonna play a little game. You guys have heard of it. It's called Freeze Dance. So I'm going to make the music with my mouth, and your job is to dance, dance, dance when the music is playing. When the music stops, you have to freeze in a yoga pose. Okay, so the first pose we're gonna freeze in is this one. One toe on the side, hands in the air. Okay, are you guys ready to try? First, let's dance. Do 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 boo 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 do 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 do. Freeze. Show me your tree pose. Nice work. Okay, let's try another pose this time. This time we're gonna freeze in this pose. So legs nice and wide and touch the ground. Okay, so when the music stops, you have to freeze in this pose. But first, we need to dance. So go do 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 do. Freeze. Hands down. Nice work. Now, if you want to play this game, if you want to keep playing, you can pause the video and ask your parent or your friend to play a song and pause it so that you can have a turn freezing and dancing. Okay, just come up with new yoga poses to freeze in every single time. Nice work, friends.
The last thing Juliet does after completing those 2 rules is quality time with family. It's just Juliet and her dad living together, so they are the only 2 people that understand the burden of moving a lot. Out of all of the 3 rules that Juliet has to complete, this is Juliet's dad's favorite because he gets to spend more time with her.
Alrighty, so the last thing on her list is spending quality time with family, and she has her dad. So we're gonna give her dad a really big squeeze. First, we're gonna grab a hold of our knees nice and tight, wrap your arms around your knees, and give them the biggest hug, pretending that they are your dad. So give it a really big squeeze. Nice.
Juliet and her dad spend a lot of quality time together, and they usually go bowling on Fridays because it's something they enjoy doing together. They order a large pizza and a Sprite pitcher to drink. Boom, she says after hitting 10 pins, I won. Her dad looks defeated after eating all of the pizza slices. Oh, come on, I just went easy on you after eating all this pizza, her dad says.
Alrighty, Juliet also loves to go bowling with her dad, so we're gonna try that. We're gonna reach one foot forward, and the other foot, we're gonna bring our knee all the way down, okay? This is gonna be our bowling pose. We're gonna use our hands, we're gonna pull our bowling ball all the way back and throw it down the lane. Nice work. Let's switch sides. Turn your body around, and this time put your other foot up and this foot down. Good work. Grab a hold of your bowling ball and throw it down the lane. Super.
Now that Juliet has followed the steps in the new kid rulebook, she feels a lot better about the move. She's not as nervous about being the new kid.
Alrighty, after Juliet has followed all of her rules, she is no longer nervous. We're gonna take one last big breath together because we're not nervous anymore either. We're gonna put our hands in front of our heart, take a really big smell, and this time we're gonna go, because we feel so much more comfortable. Let's try it one more time. Take a really big smell and go, super.
Even though it is hard for Juliet to move around a lot, she makes the best out of it. As long as she has her friends, her family, and herself, everything will be fine. Alrighty, friends, it's time to relax our bodies. Grab your blanket and your pillow and find somewhere to lay down and rest. Start by taking a couple of deep breaths in. Close your eyes and relax your body. Now imagine a time where you had to make a big change. Maybe you were moving just like Juliet did in the book. Or maybe it was something else. Think about how you handled that big change. Was it hard or easy? Did you have any rules for how to make it easier for yourself? Think about the ways that you can handle a big change. Maybe you'll borrow some of Juliet's rules, practicing self-care, making new friends, and spending quality time with family. Don't forget to add some more rules to your rule book to help you get through the hard things. Take another deep breath in. Slowly wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Hey friends, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for updates on our upcoming Read Along with Robins every single Friday.